Hi everyone and welcome to Co-op 101. Co-op 101 is the course that answers the question, how do you present your professional image? And as you can see by the doggy with the suit on, we're looking at, it might be satirical, but the idea is that if you're going to present yourself, you're going to present yourself in a way that's going to be acceptable to the person who is interviewing you. So jacket and a suit and a tie, making you look more presentable as a professional. I just want to remind all of you that you are professionals in training. You'll also see that when you click into the lecture series, you have introductory assignments which are due Monday, February 4th. This is a totally online course. We will meet only online. So let's take a look very quickly at some of these menu frames, menu buttons in the menu frame. So you already know about the announcements page because you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't see it. Library research, campus resources, CUNY, hostos policies, Blackboard support. All of this is very important, so take the time to read this, particularly since you are going to be responsible for your conduct as professionals as well as students at Hostos Community College and within the CUNY system. All right, let's start with staff information. Who am I? And there are two other staff members who will post their information in the staff information. That's why I call it staff information and not instructor information. This is what I look like. Some of you are in the business program, so you already know who I am. Excuse me. And you will see, if you look at my e-portfolio, who I am. All right. And this gives you a little bit of personal as well as professional biographical information. All right, so that's who I am. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, you have my cell phone number. Here it is. You also have my Skype address. Thought I had my Skype address. Anyway, you have my cell phone, so you can text me. I prefer text over leaving a voicemail message because I don't carry my cell phone in the class. When I teach, I don't carry my cell phone at meetings, so it's easier for me to see your text when I get back to the phone. The text message also serves as a memory to make sure that I have responded to you. If you leave a voicemail, sometimes I don't get the voicemail, so please. And I also will put up my Skype address in case you want to meet me face-to-face. In a virtual, not face-to-face, but virtually. Through Skyping, okay? For this class, not necessarily, but you might want to do it. Okay, we look in course information. What is this course going to be about? All right, the description. And please make sure that you take the time to read this. This course is designed to prepare students in setting personal and career goals, development of effective resumes, cover letters, interviewing skills, and job search skills and strategies. Instruction will include legal and ethical considerations for cooperative employment as well as your future employment. Okay, course information. Go back to course information. Course objectives. What are you going to be doing in this class? What do you expect to get out of class? Develop an effective employment correspondence package. Develop effective interviewing skills. Learn basic business communication skills and office technique. If you have already taken Business 203, this will be a review. If you have not taken Business 203, then this is the beginning or the start of looking at your communication skills. Identify prospective co-op and internship employers in your field of interest. Articulate skills needed for career success. Discuss suggested reading materials and have articulate opinions. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're trying to tell you over here is that once you read something, then you have an opinion. But make sure you can articulate that opinion without stuttering and not knowing what you're saying and making yourself unclear. All right, let's go back to course information. And we look at the cooperative education definition, which is a structured educational strategy integrating classroom studies with learning through productive work experiences in a field related to a student's academic or career goals. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, since you have come to Hostos, this is not a career in using mops or doing cleaning. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's not what you're trained to do. If you are in liberal arts, you're learning how to open yourself and expose yourself to different points of view, so that when you declare your major in a senior college, you know exactly what courses and what program you want to study to meet your career goals. Those of you who are in education, allied health, or business, you already know what your career goals are, so your internship is going to reflect what you have studied. Those of you medical office managers or administrative assistants will be working in companies or doctor's offices. Those of you who are in education will be in early childhood settings such as daycare, elementary school, primary school. You will not be working in a factory. Again, though, there's nothing wrong with that, but that is not why you came to Hostos Community College. All right? Co-op is a partnership among students, educational institutions, and employers with specified responsibilities for each party. Right? So all of us are involved in your professional development. Okay? And if we take a look at general education principles and rubrics, all right, that's very important. Guidelines to professionalism, your first steps towards a successful business career. Making sure that you review all of this. All right, some of this is for classroom etiquette, but it also goes for your co-op experience when you do get to go onto your internship site, or if you have already done your internship site, you're preparing for your career goals for your employment in the future. All right, now let's get to the parts that are really important to you. Okay, the course outline. All right, I put it in a PDF file so that you can open it up very easily. Guidelines to success, professionalism, your first steps towards a successful business career. You are professionals in training, and all of you are geared for business. Whether you're in allied health or education, or you're planning to work in a nonprofit organization, you are in a business setting, particularly an office setting. But you are in a business setting as long as you exchange goods and services for payment, or you volunteer and you expect a letter of recommendation, or it's a first step towards a professional career. It is still business, all right? And your general education goals, just as I had shared with you on the site, everything that's on the syllabus is also in course information. Okay? There is no extra credit for this class, so don't ask for it. But you will. All right? Especially if you haven't done what you're supposed to do. And I expect that everybody will do. This is not a hard class. It's a 1-credit class. And the career services staff have provided you with materials and information that is really germane and important to your career, to your success in your career. All right? So this is not a Mickey Mouse class. This is preparing you for your internship, and it's preparing you for your future career in an employment, in an office setting. All right, grades at Hostos. This is a college level course. There's no R. There's no incomplete for this course, unless, of course, you have a serious medical emergency, or you had to leave the country, and I want to see documentation. Otherwise, I expect everyone to get a grade in this class, and the only grade I expect is an A. For this class, there's no other reason. You don't have a midterm, you don't have a final, you don't have to do anything more than just complete the assignments that the career services staff have provided for you. All right? So there's only an A grade. I don't look at F because F is for Figueroa, and D is the 4th letter of my first name. B's and C's and even A minus I'm not looking at. I expect an A from everyone in the class. Dress requirement: when you make your presentation via the mock interviews as well as your e-portfolio, you are going to dress as a business student. That means you're going to dress professionally. All of you, allied health people, liberal arts, education, digital design, I don't care what the major is. This is still a business setting, and I expect you to dress accordingly. And you see, men must have a complete business suit with a jacket and tie, not a sports jacket. I'm going to put pictures up so you understand what I'm talking about. Women, an appropriate business-like dress or a business suit, such as a skirt, blouse, and jacket. No pantsuits, no exceptions. You don't have money to pay for a suit, or men or women a dress suit. Then there's the Career Services has Dress for Success, where you can use their clothing for the presentations. We're not talking for anything else except your presentations. Your tentative schedule for the semester, introductory assignments, those are due February 4th. Notice career coach and goal setting, identifying your strengths and skills. What does it take to create a good resume? Interviewing skills. Look at all of these skills that you're going to be using in your internship site if you have not gone on the internship site, or in a business environment, or your classroom, or the medical field that you're in. Okay? You're going to do a mock interview. All right? So you're going to do all of these, you're going to attain and achieve all of these skills, even if it's just the beginning, before you go on to your internship site, so that you are really prepared for your future career. Attendance, since this is an online course, attendance is taken when you submit assignments. Anyone who does not submit any assignments beyond the introductory assignments within the first 3 weeks of the semester is considered absent. So please make sure you can submit your assignments. And all of these are required statements that have to be posted, right? So you already know the syllabus, okay? And grading standards, same thing that you saw in the syllabus. Same thing. Workshops and assignments, 50%, final project, 50%. No extra credit for this class or course. Grades are based only on the chart. Went through all of this. Okay? So you have workshops and assignments, final project. All right? And the dress requirement, again, make sure that you get this and you understand. Okay? We talked about that. I'm going to have pictures so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. And make sure you read through expectations in an asynchronous online section, course facts, PC readiness to make sure that your PC is working properly, attendance policy, anything that was on that syllabus is also here, and course information, and anything that's in course information is on your syllabus. All right, now, discussion board. Okay, any questions that you have about the course or any assignment, please post it in the Q&A. Somebody is going to be awake at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when you're ready to do your assignment. I am not, and I'm not the only person. I am not the sole authority in the class. All right, this is a learning community. We're learning how to develop our skills, or our pre-employment skills, or pre-professional skills, so that when we're ready for our entry into the workforce, we are ready. Okay, so please make sure that you ask each other questions and answer each other's questions. Don't wait for me to answer. All right, we're going to talk about the introduce yourself in a minute. All right, when we do the lecture series. Okay, so your introductory assignments. Introduce yourself. Okay, so let's take a look at what that means. All right, introduce yourself. So create a video. And when you create this video, what are you going to do? You're going to give us your name, your major, the reason you took this course, the way you expect the course to build on your professional image and skills, and anything that you would like to share with the class. Now, you all know how to create videos using your cell phone and a digital camera. All right, so there shouldn't be any problem with that. Also, remember, this video is going into your e-portfolio, and we will talk about e-portfolios later in the semester. All right, so please you can dress business casual, but I don't expect to see bathing suits. I don't expect to see pajamas, and don't laugh. People have done this. So it won't go on your e-portfolio. You're uploading a professional image of who you are. Okay? You're not taking the video in the bathroom. You're not taking the video in with the scenery behind you and the building is falling apart, or scaffolding. Use a very plain. If you're doing this at home, make sure that you have a blank wall, no pictures or anything like that, and that you are able to talk into the video without any background noise. Right? No one is asking you to do a Lord of the Rings or Black Panther production. I'm asking you to create an image where you are highlighted and not people looking at everything else around you and looking at distractions. So please be aware of that. The next thing that you have to do in the lecture series, okay, is the introductory assignments. All right, is the avatar. What's an avatar? See this little picture of me? Aren't I cute? Yes, of course. So every time you open up anything in Blackboard, your avatar is going to show up. Now, why is that important? Because this reminds me of who you are, reminds your classmates of who you are. All right, here are the instructions to create the avatar. This is due by February 4th, as well as the introduction of yourself, 11 p.m., Monday, February 4th. The Are You Ready? Now, some of you are going to say, I already know how to use, I already know how to work with Blackboard, and I've had an asynchronous course. Wonderful. I do want to see the certificate. If you took the Are You Ready last semester, I want to see that certificate this semester. If you took the last time you took the Are You Ready course was a year ago, then I still need to see, you have to create a new certificate for this semester because there have been some changes in Blackboard. All right. So if you did the Are You Ready last semester and you have the certificate, post the certificate of last semester. If you've never done an Are You Ready, obviously you have to do that and submit the certificate by 11 p.m. February 4th. If you've done an Are You Ready a year ago, have to go back to the Are You Ready and do it over again with a new certificate. A year-old certificate is not cutting it. Now, I want the certificate. Some of the students, and this includes some of you whom I had before, send me a picture of that you enrolled in Are You Ready? That's not a certificate. Everybody in this room knows what a certificate is. You all received certificates when you were in high school, elementary school, or even on your place of employment. All right, so you know what a certificate is. You've seen your children with certificates. So giving me a notice that you enrolled in the class is not a certificate. There are about six tutorials. All of those tutorials have to be completed within a certain grade or a certain number of points. If you don't receive those certain number of points, you're not going to get a certificate. All right? So make sure you read through all the material, okay, that is in the Are You Ready? All right? And this is what it looks like. And the topics are 6 topics. And you click on the video to show you how to enroll in the Are You Ready? Very, very important. All right? The Are You Ready is due, the certificate is due by 11 p.m. Monday, February 4th. All right? And here are instructions for submitting an assignment. So, how difficult are the introductory assignments? Not difficult at all. So, all of your work, all right, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be in the lecture series, okay? And I only make the lecture series available the week of, all right? So, you'll never get a preview beforehand. You'll also notice, ladies and gentlemen, look at all of the information I provide for you that's in the academic calendar. So you know when the college is closed, you know when to, the last day to choose a major, you know the last day to file for graduation for June. Okay? You'll notice the spring break, the last day to withdraw from a course with a grade of W. Certainly not this class, but in case another class you might be having trouble. Spring break, there are no classes, but the college is open. And the mock interviews are due by 11 p.m. Friday. And that's supposed to be February 10th, and May 6th. May 10th. Forgive me. And your final individual presentation is due by 11 p.m. Friday, May 17th. All right, ladies and gentlemen? So I look forward to working with each of you. So does Miss Rosario and Miss Ibelli. We all look forward to working with you, making sure that you have a successful semester with career services, as well as looking at your career and your skill building, your pre-employment and your pre-professional skill building, so that you are ready to tackle the interview and land the position of your dreams. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. All the best and enjoy the rest of the semester. Bye-bye.